I think we're on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, son of a bitch, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, you guys get the idea. I'm not going to go through all of it, just because of, like, time's sake. It's going to take at least, probably about an hour to max that spell out, I would say. Maybe even a little bit more, and that motherfucker just stole my MP. You know how hard it was for me to gain the privilege of having 999 MP? Like, that took a pretty decent amount of time. This motherfucker just came up and stole it. Like it was nothing. Anyway, you'll see at the end of this when I go into my stats that Furion's probably going to have, like, around 30-something experience for that attack. Possibly more. Yeah, we're at 39. So I only used that spell. I didn't actually use that spell at all during that fight. Not once did we see Flare being used, and we're already at 39, so that's proof that it works. And it works pretty damn good, too. Like, it's a decent fucking spell. Or it's a decent way to level up spells, I should say. It's a glitch, but it's a good glitch. It's a glitch that saves you time, if you're willing to use it. Like I said, if I was playing this by myself without having to record it, I probably wouldn't have done that. Being the Final Fantasy person I am, I like to do everything legit, but if the game has a really easy exploit like that, then I'll do it. Only to level up faster. Because there would have been no way that I would have gotten Ultima up to level 16 within, like, the amount of time I did. And literally, as I speak right now, as I'm recording this, this is the day that this is going to go up. Like, episode 60 is uploading right now on my computer, and this is going to be episode 61, so... Well, not this episode specifically, I'm pretty sure this is going to be, like, episode 64? 63. Probably episode 63 that I'm saying this in now. But yeah. I am recording this, like, the day of it needing to be uploaded. Which is why I did all that crazy leveling up fast stuff. Because there would have been, like, a huge pause on the channel of this. Like, I would have been probably not uploading this game for a good, I want to say, a couple of weeks. Possibly even a month. And that's not good. If it was just me getting my health and stuff up, then that wouldn't have mattered. Like, I could have done that within probably a day. Health and magic is pretty easy to level up. It's the spells that take forever. But if you use that trick, then your spells will level up really fast. Oh, I almost walked away from that. Dragon Mail. Damn. Alright. I am pressing all the wrong buttons. Deal. Oh, what? Alright. That was a lot of a better idea than I thought it would be, to do that just now. I was like, there's no way this door is actually going to be the door to success. But it had items, so it was kind of a success. I was right and wrong at the same time. I also don't know how long Final Fantasy 3 is, like how long the main story is itself, so I would imagine it's probably shorter than this. With leveling up, it might be a little bit longer, but the actual story, probably a little bit shorter than this game. That's just a guess, though. I mean, like, that game in specific, Final Fantasy 3, I played through that game really fast on my iPod. But that was when I wasn't recording it, kind of thing. But I did record it really, really fast. I beat it really fast. I'm not speaking English right now. I beat that game pretty fast, so I would assume that it's pretty small. Which is good and bad. I mean, that means I get a little bit of a break from, like, the hardcore Final Fantasy game. But then we'll start Final Fantasy 4 right away, of course, to keep this rolling. Also, Final Fantasy Versus, I hope that comes out soon. I'm gonna try and beat all the Final Fantasy games up to that point before that comes out, but hopefully that comes out soon. Like, worst comes to worst, I just have to wait to record it. I also somehow have to buy a PS4 in order for that to happen. I don't think they're making it for PS3. They might be. I know they're making Kingdom Hearts 3 for PS4. I don't think they're making it for PS3. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be like a PS4 only kind of thing, which is good and bad. I mean, like, I'm going to have a PS4 eventually anyway, but in order to do that, I'm going to have to buy some, probably a new capture card, because there's no component cable thing on the back of it. I think it's only an HDMI, and I can't record through HDMI with the Hop-Hog, which doesn't really bother me because I kind of want to upgrade it anyway. I mean, like, the Hop-Hog's great. I'll probably still use the Hop-Hog for, like, older consoles, like the Wii, for example, which isn't really an older console, but it's a shitty console. And it doesn't even have an HDMI function. Like, I don't think you can hook up an HDMI to it. I'm almost 100% certain you can't. But I'll probably use it for like my PS2 and my GameCube games and stuff like that. And of course the PSP, because there is definitely no HDMI for PSP. If there is, I would be very amazed. And this thing is gonna fucking kill me. Everybody's super low on health. We're doing, like, no damage. Let's see what Ultima does. And some Holy. Let's go ham. You guys finally get to see what Ultima looks like. And it did not look this cool as I was leveling it up, but once it got to that high level, it looked that cool. That killed it in one hit. Of course. Oh, I'm maxed out on items. Sweet. I don't know what capture card I would buy, though. I'm gonna have to, like, snoop around and see what kind of new capture cards have been created, I guess. I'm sure by now they probably made a couple new ones, or at least, like, improved the old ones. I know they made a Hop-Hog 2 or something like that. I'm not too interested in that. Like, I already have a Hop-Hog. I don't really care if you can record with HDMI through the Hop-Hog again. I was thinking more along the lines of like an Elgato if I'm gonna go HDMI. Just because it's smaller and a lot easier to hook up. And the good thing about that is I would only need one HDMI cord to record through all of my games. Like, the component cable that I have has 3 heads to it that plug into the 3 different consoles, which is the Wii, the Xbox, and the PS3, or the PS2, because the PS3 has the same thing as a PS2 or PS3. But yeah, In order to do that, I need to get a job, though, which I do not have. I have applied at one location. I'm gonna apply to a second one very soon as I have the ability to go into town and I'm not sick. So as soon as I get better from being sick, I'll go into town and I will apply at the second location. Yeah, I applied at Home Depot like almost a week ago now, and they haven't responded, so I'm assuming that they're not going to hire me. But I thought it would be a really good job because it's a night shift and it's stocking shelves and stuff, so I pretty much get the graveyard shift of maintaining the store, and that's really kind of like what I was aiming for. Because you get paid more for doing a night shift than you do a day shift, just because it's like you're spending your time at night rather than day, which is different from, I don't know how to explain it. I'm stupid right now, but anyway, you make more money doing a graveyard shift than you do doing a daytime shift, and I thought that would be pretty good because A, I'm making more money. B, I don't sleep during the night anyway. I usually record games during the night, and I could just, whatever days off I get, I'll record. It might mean that I have to, like, slow down uploads a little bit, but that wouldn't really affect too much. Like, I'm sure I would still be able to record enough to upload 6 videos a day. I would just have to record more often. But yeah, the second location I was going to apply for was EB Games, which is like a long shot. I don't think they're going to hire me, just because a lot of people apply for EB Games. Like, EB Games is one of the go-to places for a lot of people, because it's like, oh yeah, we're selling video games, that's fun. But I don't know if they're going to hire me, so if they hire me, then that's great, but if not, then that kind of sucks. I know I said I was going to apply at 7-Eleven, but I'm also moving into Victoria soon, supposedly. If all goes well, I'm going to be moving into Victoria. Still with my mom, because I'm not going to leave her behind in Sydney in this shitty-ass house, because I'm not mean. I would take her with me. My inventory is full. Let's use an elixir. My inventory is no longer full. We got a high potion. That was a terrible fucking trade. But I can't use a high potion on Furion for no fucking reason. In order to get this chest. But there's a couple of other places I was also thinking of, like Future Shop, possibly, if I get the right department. I don't want to work as selling computers and stuff, because I'm not super technologically advanced on computer. Like, I don't speak computer very well. I could tell you which computers are good or bad, but I can't, like, break down all the information for it. I can't tell you what brands to stay away from, kind of thing. And I wouldn't want to be one of those douchebags that sits in the department being like, hey, so, yeah, this is a good computer. It has a lot of shit. It's really expensive, that must mean it's good. Like, which is true. I mean, generally, the more expensive a computer is, the better it is, but it's not always true. Like, my laptop was only $700 and something, and it's better than the laptop that I was going to get for $1,200. So, that's pretty fucking